So for tomorrow's class, we're going to be looking at ledger accounts. So an account is some type of record that documents each change to items in the accounting equation, so assets, liabilities, and owner's equity. And a ledger is simply a group or a file of accounts, and ledgers can be prepared on cards, ledger paper, electronically, and or using T accounts. I think going forward in this course, I will mostly focus on T accounts, and then when we get to the section where we start using software, we'll be doing transactions using simply accounting. The example in the textbook, so they give an example, Pacific Trucking, and here's the balance sheet with the various asset accounts, liability accounts, and owner's equity. So when we take the balance sheet, we can convert them to a ledger format. So again, in this case, like I said, the textbook also uses T accounts, and I will focus using T accounts as well. So all the accounts that you saw in the balance sheet here are now converted to T accounts. And so we have an account, a T account for cash, a T account for accounts receivable, W. Caruso, Van Loon, a T account for supplies, a T account for trucks, and a T account for equipment. Notice how the opening balances, or the balances that show up on the balance sheet, all these amounts are on the left side of the T, right? And it coincides with the fundamental accounting equation. So assets are on the left side, so the opening balances are also on the left side of the T. And then we have liabilities and owner's equity on the right side of the accounting equation. And notice how all the balances all appear on the right hand side of the T account. Here are the important features of ledger accounts. So one, each individual balance sheet item is given its own T account with the name at the top of the item. The dollar figure for each item is recorded in the amount on the first line, or the first entry. So at the top of the T, on the left hand side if it's an asset account, and on the right hand side if it's a liability or owner's equity account. And then thirdly, for any item, the correct side for its beginning value is on the side in which the item itself would appear in the accounting equation. For assets, beginning values are on the left side of their respective T accounts. For liabilities and owner's equity, beginning values on the right side. So finally, here's just a little crib sheet just to keep everything in balance, or to keep everything straight. So assets on the left side of the accounting equation, the beginning value goes on the left side of the T. Liabilities and owner's equity on the right side of the accounting equation, so the beginning values start on the right side of the T. Okay, so that's it for the video tonight, and we'll discuss further in class tomorrow.